Hangouts is on air live. All right, we're going to wait a little bit, make sure everybody shows up. And, well, whoever, anybody is everybody. Hopefully you guys are here to see who won the big contest. Go here. Go there. Use that. Hope's Homestead is first. Man, first in the live show now. Wow, so you moved on from being first in the videos, you're first in the live show.
Deep South Texas.
Right.
Bull.
I gotta give it to old Hope. She is always trying to be on the scene.
Rain Country, Tony.
Hey,
Hi,
Heidi.
Tony Peak. Stacy Cameron.
Hey, Tony Peak. Very quick posting those sad Facebook posts.
Hi,
now.
John.
Keep a positive attitude, man. Don't be a Debbie Downer. Be a happy camper.
Yeah, man.
All right. What's up? 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 All right. Can you guys hear fine? Let us know. Everybody's fine.
Sound good?
Doug
Good to
has
see
a
ya.
big head. Yeah, I do have a
Move
big
over a
head.
little bit.
I'm a big everything.
Move over.
Big dude. All right. They're looking at it. Let's see. There's the whole screen.
Oh, perfect.
Like this, we can read the comments. Microphone is crazy. Yeah. Huh.
Was it making that funny noise?
I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. Let's put it right here. Can you hear it now? Is it fine now? Tell me how it sounds. Oh, yes, we're doing well. We're doing good. Anybody with the sound sounds good? Okay.
Yeah, does it sound okay? No
If
crazy
you got
noises? Any alien sounds?
Yeah, if you got any problems, refresh your screen just to make sure. Feedback in sound. Just refresh your page, see if that works. I'm going to try to read your comments.
It's fixed. Hope said fixed.
Fixed it.
Okay.
We're going to try to.
I think if it gets too close to that, maybe that's the problem.
Maybe that's the problem. We're into solutions, not problems. Always be solution focused, not problem focused. So I'm going to try to read your comments here. Much better.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I
think
can
we did
see
it.
you, but I can't hear you. Refresh your screen. Oh, much
Perfect
better
sound.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Awesome.
Hi, Nova Scotia.
Doug has a big head. Hey, Doug and Stacy, so excited to
Hey,
be
Deb.
here. So good, so good. So good, so good. We know.
Rocky Brook Farmstead.
What's that? What is that?
Where?
Right there.
Your finger?
No, right there. Right there.
Oh, it's the kitchen sink.
We're giving away the kitchen sink in this video. All right. And there's the Klein pliers or whatever. Are they Klein pliers? Well, channel locks. Yeah, I thought Klein made them. I don't know why I always call them Klein pliers. I think because my other fencing pliers are made by Klein, so
You just call it that.
Universal name.
Just like my thing, I always call Himalayan pink sea salt. I call it sea salt, even
But
though
it's
it's not
not sea
salt. I
salt.
just say it. I don't know. I know it's not. It's from the Himalayas, but I just say it.
Fasting, Stacy, the fasting advice is doing wonders for me. Hey, you guys, if you have a comment or question you want to ask tonight,
Put it in all caps.
Yeah, we're excited you found our channel too. Wonderful, blessed life. I'm in love with your channel. Thanks a lot. We really appreciate all you guys, you Homestead homies. But make sure you put your stuff in caps. Hey, Aguilera, and if we don't answer your question, because we're going to do like a stone cold question and answers tonight, keep posting it until we get to it, and we're going to do our best to answer your questions.
And if we don't answer them, just email us, and hopefully we will.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do in a future live cast is I'm going to start having you guys just email me the questions to our email address, and then we'll just answer them that way. I'll have a different window opened up. So that's what we're going to try to do. So, but right now I'm going to try to read your comments over there on the side because they're flying by, but I do a pretty good job if you write them in all caps. So we had a pretty busy day on the homestead, a lot of things going on around her.
You have to congratulate us because we are parents again. We had some little baby lambs.
Yeah, we had some more twins.
Some twins were born this morning.
Yeah.
They're so cute. It's so nice to wake up in the morning and have them just there.
I was like, hey, Stacy. She's like, what? I'm like, we had another set of twins this morning. And she's like, what? And then she looked out there and it was like, oh, they're so cute, little tails wagging. So we've got five babies on the ground right now that just came out like the last, well, these came out this morning. The other ones came out like less than a week ago. And then the other two came out a little bit more. How do you deal with powdery mildew? Powdery mildew. Rewrite your question. What's your powdery mildew on? Give us a little better idea what we can help you with. But Stacy, I told Stacy about these things that grab humidity out of the air, and she actually found them at the dollar store, and she'll tell you what they are.
They're just.
You look very fresh this evening, by the way.
Well, listen to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you after the show.
It's nice to have a compliment from your husband. I don't get those that often.
Yes, you do.
So, well, powdery mildew is usually on plants. I usually use Dr. Bonner's. I use it for everything.
Well, I was talking about those things.
Yeah, he's talking about like if you know you're getting all that stuff. Do you remember what they're called? I have no idea. They're little bitty things. They were at the dollar store, and they have these little beads in them, and you put them in because we don't have we have a lot of humidity here.
Right.
So I put them down in our crawl space and in our house under the cabinets and all that, and it sucks up all the water. It is amazing. But they're at the dollar store, and they look. Later. You want me to go?
No, we'll talk about it later.
We can talk about it another time, but they really work good. If anybody knows what they are, put them up there.
It's powder mildew in the garden on my zucchini and pumpkins.
Yeah, I usually, the Dr. Bonner's works very well with a little, I always put that with a little water. It just really helps.
You really do look dashing this evening. I'm looking at you and I'm like, ooh, what's up? Did you do something like special?
No, I didn't.
Yes.
He's funny.
No,
but you know, I always use neem oil and Dr. Bonner's with some water, and that works. I use that for everything.
How do you clean mildew from leather? A little soap and water.
Well, mildew, vinegar and water always work very good. Leather, I would be worried about, like you can do hydrogen peroxide, but I would think it would bleach it, so I wouldn't probably do that. I did a thing on cream of tartar. I don't know if it might stain it. I'm not quite sure. Cream of tartar with some water, but a little vinegar and water I think would work. And
the pallet potato thing is doing well. We haven't unleashed it yet. You guys will see what's up. We did stop putting dirt in it because we got real busy. We're traveling. We're seeing you guys.
We could have went higher with it, but I know there's potatoes in there.
There's definitely potatoes in it, and we won't hide anything from you. We're going to do the big reveal about it. So you guys will have a whole video about, I'll open it up and pull them out, and sink or swim, you'll get the whole full meal deal, and you'll know exactly what's up. Please remember, put all comments in caps. Yeah, you tell them, Mr. Rain. What is the chinking on your beautiful cabin made of? I'm in timber framer and curious. We used a product called Log Jam, and it comes in a great big caulking tube. I did a lot of research to the best of my abilities, and I found that was going to be the best thing for us to use. It's very flexible. It moves with the logs, and actually we've had zero problem with it. It barely lost any color. They come in several different colors, but the product is called Log Jam. See you in Virginia. I cannot wait to see you guys in Virginia. Do you make your own earrings? Actually, no. We have a bunch of people send them to us all the time.
Actually, Shelly gave me these. Yeah, I get some cool earrings from really cool Homestead homies. So I love them.
And I get nothing.
We don't have pierced ears.
Right. Stacey gets all these cool little things, and poor old Doug.
You're gonna get a little spanking, is what you're gonna get.
Hi from Atlanta. Do you do water keeper? And do you have tips for multiplying the grains?
Well, actually, it's funny you said that. I had stopped doing kefir a long time ago, and when we went to the last Mother Earth News Fair, I had been wanting to do water kefir. I hadn't done it in a long time, so I just got a pack, and I'm getting ready to start it again.
How do I get my spouse on board with a little into homesteading? I feel like I'm alone on this one. Oh, that's a tough question. We can't really help you guys out with that kind of stuff. I mean, you know your spouse better than we do. Just cut that food supply off from the store and tell them if we don't grow it, we don't eat it. You might jump on board a little faster.
And a lot of times is like if you push something in someone's face, they don't, they totally shut down.
Right.
If you just kind of do your thing, and maybe if you're listening to things like podcasts or whatever you're listening, then he'll kind of hear it, and you never know, or just little doses of things might help.
I mean, how did you get him to do something before that he really wasn't on board with? I mean,
buy him dessert.
It's just those tricky things that spouses You know, it's even if you don't agree with what your spouse wants to do, here's some marriage advice. You know, just go along with it. And then, you know, like she wanted to do alpacas. I didn't want to do alpacas. I went along with it. It was a total crash and burn, but now she knows and everything was fine. So it's just one of those things.
And we have a nice building,
yeah,
a nice barn.
Yeah, things worked out, but you know, you just got to kind of
always look at the bright side of things.
How do you keep your chickens from killing your flowers? We have 2 dogs outside, and they don't let them come around the house that much.
Let's talk about it.
Ooh, are you waving your hand at me now?
No. When we first, over the past few years, they would have destroyed a lot of things that we had, and so I didn't really like playing a lot. But we train the dog. We would say shoo shoo over the time, and she keeps them away from our little area. But now we have the fence around our garden and all that. Now they do like to go in. They'll sneak in the door, and they like to kind of go in there. I caught a couple of our new young pullets going in there. The gate right there.
I think they're talking about the flowers in front of the house.
I know. I'm just talking about. They're talking about any flowers too. They don't mess with those because of the dogs.
We have the dogs around the house, which is actually what I said at the very beginning of the video.
But they did destroy everything. They did destroy everything for a long time, and they would scratch up lots of stuff. And I've replanted and replanted and replanted many times.
They can't get in the garden now unless we let them in. But somebody asked if we made a pie in the All-American Son Oven. Not a pie. We made brownies.
I've made everything.
She doesn't really do pies.
He likes pies.
I eat pies, but I'll get them from the
I'm not a good pie maker. I'm a good baker and a cookie maker.
Yeah.
And any other kind of stuff, but pies are not my specialty.
Stacy, I have a question about the difference between fermenting and pickling.
Some pickling is considered, it is fermenting. It just depends, you know, like if you're a lot of times, you know, the refrigerator pickles, you know, you're going to keep them in there for a little bit. You know, that's not going to be quite so much fermenting, but it just depends on how you do it, letting it sit out. But a lot of pickling is considered fermenting. Yeah.
It's basically the same thing. That didn't
explain it very good, but
it's basically the same thing, but you know, like your pickles,
but they put a lot of times, sometimes they put sugar in them.
Yeah. They put a little stuff different in there. If you guys were just randomly, you know, on YouTube and our feed came up as a suggested live show and you clicked on it and now you're in here, my wife and I, we live in the Midwest. We live in a log cabin without electricity. We post videos on YouTube. We share our adventure with you guys. We grow food. We raise animals. We do a bunch of cool stuff. Some people say we're entertaining and kind of fun. Stopping by the live show and hopefully hit the subscribe button and continue on. We talk about holistic living and organic foods and health and nutrition and, you know, just general kind of everyday farm life kind of stuff. So thanks for hitting the button. And all you Homestead homies, that's what we call people that watch our channel. Thanks for stopping by and watching the show. Looks like we're almost at 400 people watching right now live. And I don't know who's in charge of the thumbs up, but make sure we have almost 400 thumbs up. All right, let's read some more. What did you do with the garbage you can't compost? We take it to town and we throw it away at people's businesses where we spend money. So it's a fair trade. We spend money and we toss a bag of garbage in their dumpster every once in a while.
But we burn a lot if we need to, you know, if we have,
not that much.
Yeah, or I composted it. We really don't have a lot of.
We don't really have a lot of trash like we used to have. A very small carbon footprint now. How do you cast? Oh, so when they ask something about with no electricity. How do you cast with no electricity? We use our smartphone right here. See that? That's the hotspot. Laptop. Everything's charged up off the truck. We have an inverter, and then the phone plugs in just like your phone does, and that's how we roll. And then we also keep a small generator that we use occasionally. Love the channel. Where are you from? What did you do before homesteading? We're both from St. Louis area.
Yes, we are.
What did you do before homesteading?
What did I do before homesteading? I was always into health and fitness. I had a business. I worked with children. I do physical education. I was into personal training and group exercise. I do a lot of corrective exercise, working with seniors.
And so she still does that just 2 days a week. And we
holistic lifestyle coaching.
Yeah. And I had a lawn care landscape business. We both had businesses. All this stuff is ours because we're married, but we had businesses in lawn care landscape and tree removal. And also we had like a 5 and dime fun Philly store that we had in town, brick and mortar, where we sold like magic tricks and sunglasses and NASCAR and Cardinals and stuff like that. And costume jewelry, you know, just a kind of a fun little, it was called the Good Price Store. So it was kind of neat. I was really excited about that. We did really good. We had it open for a year And then we just decided, you know, we're just sick of all the rat race stuff. And then we came here to the homestead. Do you ever use Epsom salt on the garden, and why?
All the time. Magnesium is it's the best for people. All you guys, you know, if you want to relax, you can take an Epsom salt bath. It is so good for your muscles. It's good for relaxation. It'll help you sleep. Most of us are magnesium deficient. It controls every cell in your body. Soak your feet in it if you don't want to take a bath. But at the end of the day, it also is going to soak out any, you know, toxins in your body. It's going to put the magnesium in you, because magnesium is something that really absorbs very, very easily. So if you want to do something really good and easy for your health and very inexpensive, start soaking your feet in magnesium and see if you notice any health changes, you know, within a week or so. But try doing that, or maybe taking a bath, you know, with magnesium or Epsom salts, because Epsom salts are great. Human body needs magnesium for it to, you know, 50% of the people who get headaches, chronic headaches, are usually magnesium deficient.
Boom.
So look at that. Easy speasy. You could do it. You could do it. But the garden loves it. It's great. You will notice, like, if your plants are
especially
getting yellow,
fruiting plants. Yeah.
Yes, it helps your tomatoes taste better. I mean, magnesium is great. I sprinkle it around all of them, you know, every couple weeks or so. They love it. Love it.
I really don't do anything for my beard. I mean, it just grows, and I trim it up. I try to keep it respectable for you guys. You know, it's got a nice shape. You know, I try to keep it a little shapely. With
you do one good thing that I do for you.
She runs the patchouli oil.
I rub my hand.
Where were we at the other day?
And I do this to his beard, and I put patchouli oil on it.
Where were we at the other day? That girl says, I smell patchouli. That was it. Did we go out to eat or something?
Oh, no, that's where we did.
Oh, right. I can't tell you about it. It's coming up. Yeah. Okay. We'll get back to that one later.
That's a secret.
All right. I just finished soaking my feet in magnesium. Should I put the leftover in the garden?
Yes, that's what I do. Yes,
yeah.
Of course.
Waste not, want not.
So you don't waste anything, and you just pour it in your plants. What I do is, after I soak my feet or Doug's feet, I'll go ahead and pour it in my hanging plants around the front of the house. Yeah, put them wherever. Good, good, good.
We're in the state of Missouri for homesteading, and we're a little bit biased, but it's probably one of the best states to homestead in. Nobody bothers us. We have no building codes, no nosy netties walking around with glasses on into their nose, you know, telling us what we can do. And it depends on what
county too, right?
Yeah, it depends. We're in a rural area, and we have 4 seasons. We have a good growing season. We have rain, so we have a rainwater catchment system that we 3,000 gallons. So we have basically all of our needs are met by weather and location, and it works out really well for us.
I want to count that person talked to. Who is this?
Who is it?
Terry, about, can you please give some tips on fermenting my first try? Okay, now let's go over something.
Salt, brine, and carrots.
You might have thought that it molded. A lot of times, and especially like carrots are really easy to do this. You'll get like a white thing on top, and that's called chyme, K-A-H-M, chyme yeast.
Yep.
And that's not mold. You might have thought it's mold, but it could be just something from the air. It could have been maybe. It could be caused by a lot of different things. All you do is scoop it off. So get a spoon and scoop it off the top and kind of clean it all up. And if you're kind of worried, just maybe scoop up maybe your top layer. It'll be fine if that's what it is. Now, if it's like green or powdery or black or something, and it's kind of real powdery,
then you know.
Yeah, the white part on top, it could be kind of waxy looking, but you think it might be mold. And if it's the first time you're fermenting, you might have freaked out, but you can scoop it. It'll come right off really easy, and it's okay.
Asking about chickens, how we keep them from being, birds of prey getting them and raccoons getting them. Guys, we keep our dogs outside all day long. Our dog Faith chases away. We've had bald eagles try to come in and get our chickens. We've had hawks try to come in and get our chickens. She's outside. She protects them. Literally chases them away while they're in the sky.
And I just think, I think it's a little different. I don't know, maybe because everything's so close to us.
No, it's just location too. I mean, we try to keep our chicken coop fairly close to the house. So just like I keep telling you guys about aging in place. So that's another thing too. But our dog is outside all the time, and she will not let anything around him. It works out great. Doug and Stacy, love, 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 love you guys. Would you ever consider a farm tour like the roads? Yes, we would consider that. All you guys just start sending us $100,000, and then we'll get a bus and we'll go on a Great American Farm Tour too.
No. Oh my goodness. Crazy man.
How much garden space do you guys need for yourselves, and you don't have to buy from the store? Yeah, we're not like, super survivalists. We have a pretty decent sized garden. I mean, we have a bunch of raised beds. We have a large area for back to Eden. But you know,
We don't know our square foot now.
we don't really, well, our square foot total garden is 10,000.
I guess
a
that's
little
what we
more.
did before, right? But there's rocks and there's beds.
There's rocks and
right.
beds and raised beds and the mulch.
And I use every inch of my garden. My whole garden bed is just filled. I just throw stuff everywhere.
Right. So we don't, I mean, we don't really grow like 100% of our food. And every year, you know, it's like one problem or this problem. So we grow as much as we can. We're fermenting like crazy right now. All of our stuff.
Who's fermenting like crazy?
Well, we.
What?
Yeah, they know. Don't be trying to act like Doug doesn't ferment.
No.
She's fermenting like crazy right now. And I'm building stuff. All right.
He's trying to get my outside shower done in time for winter.
All right. So how are the bees and what have you learned since mishap? The bees are fine. I'll be harvesting that honey probably when we get back from Santa Rosa. If I don't get to it before we go. So that'll be the first week of September, and they're doing great.
Yeah, they are doing really
they're
good.
gangbusters over there.
Yeah. I think we'll have a lot of good honey.
When are the classes starting? As soon as I finish the guest house, because you guys have to have a place to stay. It's going to be super limited, you know.
Yeah, working bed and breakfast. It'll be so cool.
Yeah.
So we'll think about it
we got
once
some stuff
we
going on. Got some stuff going on.
Get it builded.
Stay tuned. And we want to thank you guys again. All you guys, there's 400, almost 500 of you here. And we want to say thanks for being Homestead homies, helping us get to 100,000 subscribers, sharing our videos. You know, we go and we look at the analytics and we can see when you guys are sharing our videos and when you're not sharing our videos. So make sure you hit the little share button on the videos, put them on your Facebook, whatever, but just try to keep getting the word out.
Yeah, it's green mold on the ferments. If you have green mold, I would pitch it. Yes.
Yeah, then you know, right? Green mold is a high thing. Need advice about shampoo and conditioner, how to keep white hair from turning yellow. Would that be covered in your video you did on the?
No, I didn't talk about white hair turning yellow.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a really good one. You might want to try this. We just talked about Epsom salts. Epsom salts is really good for your hair. It is very good. You can put it on your hair, you know, mix it in with a little water and put it on your hair too, and see if that could even help, because that'll help strip a lot of people that get a lot of buildup in your hair. So you could do it a couple different ways. You could put your Epsom salts in your shampoo and wash your hair, or try it in the conditioner and then wash your hair.
What's that, Tara? Only 54 thumbs up? 480 people watching our live show and only 54. Shame. All right, here we go. Any more questions? Oh, and we have our little secret paper here.
Put it down here. They're going to see it.
No, they're not going to see it. I'm going to move it around. With the winners of all the stuff we were giving away. Give those thumbs up.
Yeah,
we
had a bunch of questions, but now people need to go back and do them again because we missed a bunch.
Will you go back to the Burlington, Vermont, or Mother Earth News Conference next year? Okay.
I love Burlington.
Yeah, she really did like that. It was really pretty there. So here's the deal, guys. This is the dilemma. Okay. So right now we're rolling around with the Andorra Tough Techs folks. Very nice people. They're bringing us around to all the Mother Earth news fairs. We hang out in their booth and we meet you guys. And there's been some people that want us to get with the Mother Earth News Fair people and see about us going around next year and doing the show with them. But we're out on that. So if Andorra and Tough Techs wants to do it next year, we're probably going to do it. Next year is going to be the last year, probably, though, that we hit the road so much. We're going to really draw back after the end of next year, and we're only going to do like a couple shows because we're going to spend more time on the homestead, and then we're also going to have you guys that want to learn and want to spend time learning to come here, and we're going to hold these classes. So that's the plans. All right, 3,334. Now we got those thumbs up now. Okay, then. Don't make me get you. All right, come on, let's get those questions up here. Where can I purchase non-GMO seeds? Baker Creek Seed Company. So always type that into your Google search pants, and it'll come up as the what's their name?
Dogs with Hot Spots. What?
What's their
Rare
actual?
Seeds?
Rareseeds.com.
Rareseeds.com.
All right. Any advice on dogs with hot spots?
Yes. Coconut oil works really good on hot spots. It really does.
You just put it right on it.
Yeah, you can do that.
What about if you feed them internally? Does that help too or no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we did a video on it. It's right up there.
Termite infestations.
Who takes care of your farm while you're gone? We have a lovely family of 7, the Legrands, and they come here and you should have saw, if you follow us on Facebook, they follow us, you probably would see their feed. They posted pictures that everyone caught a fish. They were fishing and swimming and playing with the animals, and they just love it. It's like a little mini vacation for them. And we don't do solar power because of ROI, return on investment. We're perfectly content not having it. And for us, for the things that you guys want to try to run off solar, it costs way too much money to put that kind of a system in to get a little bit of return. So until they get that ironed out, you know, we're cool. We love it. Did notice the fiberglass insulation on your bedroom ceiling. How do you reduce heat in the ceiling on the metal building? Okay, so stay tuned. We have a big video coming out on that, and I'll address it all in that video.
Yes, I dehydrate. Actually, I'm dehydrating sun-dried tomatoes right now. They're right out there.
And yes, it cooled down here really good. We've been in the 70s Deep South Homestead during the day, low 80s now. And I think later this week in the 90s maybe, but at night it's been getting the 60s and 70s.
In my whole life, I have never, ever, it's been this
beautiful.
Nice. Like
We've had like a 10-day hot hundreds and high humidity. And I hope I'm not jinxing us.
Yeah, no, you better just be quiet because this has been
it's been phenomenal.
It's like we're on vacation.
If the weather stayed like this, our property values would shoot
really go up. Yeah, that's just
all
great.
Right.
How do I get some of those shirts you wear, Doug?
You can't. They're top secret shirts. We don't have any way for you to get them.
And then, do you use propane for hot water stuff?
Stay tuned for the hot water stuff.
But what we do is, you know,
we use a wood cook stove in the winter for hot water. But I mean, we have a whole new hot water system coming out, and you guys are going to be like, all right. Tips to get rid of ants.
Well, I use,
cinnamon,
or I put DE in the windowsills. Like, you know, you get them at the beginning of spring, and then sometimes you'll get them a little bit later. They come closer to fall again, and I just use like the DE or a little cinnamon or even some peppermint oil.
And we have 4 beehives, and we usually run about 15 gallons, 10 to 15 gallons worth of honey off of them. Please show me how you put your hair up in a clip in the cap loop.
Oh, you
it's
have
not.
to.
It's right here.
No. You have to put it in one of these, and then you just put your hair in a ponytail, and then you just
pull the
ponytail out.
Or
it's really easy.
Do your Velcro of the back of your hat around your ponytail.
Yeah, but you have to first put it in a ponytail, and if you want to, some people don't put their hair in these, and they just let it, and then you can take it out if you want.
513, 515. I'm gonna go check the thumbs up right now. 374. Boy, I tell you, I don't know what I got to do with you guys.
How many days do we use our sun oven a year?
Whoa, probably 250. I mean, we use it all the time, guys. We used it today. What did you use it today for?
No, I'm making sun-dried tomatoes now.
Sun-dried tomatoes
sweet
today.
Potatoes earlier. Yeah.
Guys, I mean, if we're bringing it to you on our channel, we're using it and using it like crazy. We use that sun oven like nobody's business.
I get up, take it out every day.
That's right.
For something. Because now I have a lot of tomatoes, and I told him, even if I'm not here, you have to sun-dry tomatoes for me. So he already knows that.
Right. Do your sheep ever need special care? Vets? We never have given our sheep. No, we don't do any of that. We're totally holistic. We give them some DE, some apple cider vinegar, some pink salt, and we have Katahdin sheep. I mentioned today, I shot a video for you guys today that you're going to see in a couple days, and you can leave a comment in this video as well if you want me to talk more about the sheep. A lot of people talk about sheep. We have sheep. We love sheep. They do great for us. If you're in a hot climate or you have problems with worms, the Katahdin sheep are the best sheep as long as you don't want to have wool, and they're hair sheep. And we have friends in southern.
Our preference.
We've had friends in southern Missouri that tried other brands of sheep and they did not work out. They switched over to the Katahdin and they've done great. They have multiple births a year, so you have 2 sets of babies a year off of them. They're very healthy. But I'll talk about the sheep more in videos. If you want them, leave the comments down below. I'll talk about them. We don't trim their feet because we rotate the pastures. They have plenty of room to move
from
around.
Parasites, that's helpful.
We don't
for
have
that.
parasites.
But you know, if they have a good immune system, you know, we try to make our pastures as healthy as we can. You know, having the right herbs and different grasses and stuff in there. And then also, you know, we will do. I'll do the DE. You know, I give it to them for about a month or so. And
a zero waste lifestyle.
Totally zero.
I think it's, you know, go for it. I mean, it's not hurting anything, but if you can do it. But I don't think we're going to be at a zero waste lifestyle. I mean, we have a little bit. I think that if you compare us to the normal people or even a bunch of homesteaders, we have a way less waste than many of them. So zero waste is hard to get to. I've seen some of those videos on YouTube. I'd like to go to their house and really check it out, though. You know what I mean? Everything you see on YouTube isn't too legit. Let's see. Any advice for first-time tomato canning? Yes, ferment.
I'm going to do a tomato sauce one, a fermented tomato sauce.
Yeah.
So.
And somebody asked about cabbage. How long does fermented cabbage last?
Oh, it'll last a long time.
Long time. You guys got to remember, this is old country stuff. I mean, fermenting was the way people kept their stuff 6 months, a year.
That's why those sauerkraut, if you have a big crock, those crocks last.
You can eat,
long,
man, you eat off that all the way till
time.
cabbage grows again.
Yeah.
Stacy, how come you wear your hat all the time? You have beautiful hair. I don't know why everyone gets all flippity about your hat. It's really like a topic sometimes.
Yep. That's right.
Look.
I don't like my hair in my face at all.
And she works with kids and they get the
No, that was my reason.
So she wears her, she always has worn it ever since I've known her. She's liked to wear the hat.
I don't wear it to bed.
No, she doesn't. And there's times when she doesn't wear it, but she likes to wear it.
But you guys don't get to see it.
She's just like a good old hat wearing country girl. I mean, that's cool.
No, I always like to wear hats. I like hats.
I just want to thank you for introducing me to the wonderful world of fermenting. You're welcome. Make sure you guys click the link down below and get your Mason Tops kit. Big Bear Homestead doesn't post videos anymore, but he's creeping around in our live chat. Hey, Big Bear, we'll see you guys in a couple weeks, months, 6 weeks, whatever, at the Virginia Homesteaders of America Conference. And our son's doing fine, always is.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. Does fermented food raise your sodium? Okay. It's like a misnomer.
Okay, so first of all, let's look and see, why is your sodium level high? Okay.
There's a reason.
Right. So I always say, first try eating foods that are high in magnesium and potassium. Potassium will help level that out. So you will definitely need to change probably what you're eating. Trying to get as many leafy greens, 7, 8, 9, 10 cups of leafy greens a day, trying to have a great big monster salad every day with lots of greens, Swiss chard, and your cruciferous vegetables, your broccoli, your kales, your Brussels sprouts, radishes, all these different things. If you put romaine lettuce in it, you're going to put spinach in it. Have a salad because you really need it. Unfortunately, we live in, like we're in the United States.
Pill poppers.
We live, and everyone's used to eating meat and potatoes. Well, you can have a little meat, you can have your potatoes, but you need to have a big hooping thing of salad to really help. You need these raw, fresh foods to put life in our bodies, because if you eat a lot of cooked foods like that, that's just, you're eating like dead food. It doesn't really have any nutritional value. So you want to get those vitamin minerals where they will be helpful for you and to help your sodium levels to go down. So if you up your potassium and foods that high in potassium, like, you know, good dried fruits like dates and figs, things like that, those will be very, very helpful. So try
your doctor will tell you that.
Fermenting, it doesn't taste salty when you ferment. No. It's going to turn sour like a pickle. Right.
And we're not doctors and we don't play one on YouTube. And if you ask a question, make sure you re-ask it again in all caps, and then we can, see them. They're flying by and I'm trying to do a good job. No, we do have a video already about fermenting tomatoes. It was not a joke. We ferment 90-something% of the food that comes out of our garden. We ferment everything. We have multiple Mason tops. We have ferments going all the time. You can see in the background, here's some tomatoes right here. and right
I
here.
fermented a bunch last night.
We'll be fermenting. We fermenting fools, and fermenting lasts 6 months to a year. Easy speasy.
And I still have salsa from a year ago.
Right.
And it's still good that I made.
Making
Somebody asked about iodine.
Go ahead.
How do you get iodine in your diet? Okay, iodine is something that every single one of us are probably low in, and it controls all your reproductive organs, men, your prostate, women, your men and women, your thyroid, your ovaries, your uterus, your breasts, everything. Iodine is crucial for everything, and if your iodine is low, it will mess up lots of things and cause lots of imbalances and disease. It's great for your immune system. My favorite thing, I really love, sardines has iodine in it. Your sea vegetables are the highest. Sea vegetables are great, like your kelps and those type of sea vegetables, like the algae. But you have to make sure if you are going to be ingesting, a lot of times your sushi is wrapped in kind of a seaweed. Just make sure you're getting it from a good source, that it is from pristine waters, like in Iceland or somewhere, that it's not contaminated. But I really like sardines. I try to get sardines quite a few times a week because they're very healthy. They have a lot of selenium. A lot of people are low in selenium. A lot of people are having adrenal problems. Selenium is good for your thyroid. So sardines have calcium, they have selenium, and iodine. So that's like a powerhouse right there. So if you don't like one kind of sardines, try another kind because they all taste different.
Quasi, the phone, these smartphones have hotspots. You go into your apps and you hit it, and it says mobile hotspot. You turn your computer on Wi-Fi and it makes the signal for you. There you go. That's our new latest, biggest Homestead homie there, old Quasi Rabbit. He's gets a shout out. Doug, do you drink mead? Not really. We're not big drinkers here. She makes that apple brandy stuff. I think we still have that same batch sitting in the
from
house.
like 4 years ago. No, we have. I make it every year, and we have tons of it.
Somebody asked about my thoughts on marijuana. I'm a true libertarian. I don't give a rip what anybody does. I don't think we should regulate or stop them doing whatever they want to do. We're the only industrialized country in the world that doesn't use hemp as a natural resource for paper, for clothing, and I think it's kind of creeping back in, but there's a reason why they did that. And, hemp is a renewable resource. It should be used for all those things. And I have zero problem with any of that stuff. If anybody wants to do that stuff, I'm a true libertarian. Let them do it. It's not my business to tell anybody what they can and cannot do. All right. No, I wouldn't like a bottle. Thanks, Big Bear. Appreciate it. Do you feel you are the best tasting sardines?
What do you feel are the best tasting? I don't like them. I'm so bad about my brands. Wild Planet, I think that's the one. I need to go inside and get the ones. Costco has a good sardine.
Man, we're only 6 away from 600. Just 6 more people came on. We'd have 600 people watching. But just make sure you don't get them like flavored or anything, Try to find the best ones you can. It's Quasi, rhymes with crazy. Quasi. Stole it from Emil Fudd. I'm hunting bunny rabbits.
Quasi, I gotcha.
Quasi Wabbit. Oh, man. Amen, Doug. We use hemp protein. Yeah. I love you even more now. You guys, that's the way we should be.
Yeah, fermenting is easier than canning.
Yes, ferment and healthier.
It's easier.
Way healthier. We started, guys, when we first came out here, we were doing the canning thing, and we did videos on canning if you go way back there. And man, the canning just kills your food. And we know there's a lot of people that can, and that's cool. It's better to have some food than no food, but we're just fermenters. That's just how we roll. And I'm telling you guys, fermenting lasts 606 viewers. High five. Fermenting lasts 6 months to a year, and it's just so good for you. So there's just no reason.
And what kind of ferment did you have for dinner tonight? Do you remember?
Oh, we had some kind of a cabbage and carrots. What was it?
Swiss chard. Carrots.
Yeah. We have it all the time. Stacy, can you please share some natural remedies for lowering a fever?
Well, a lot of them teas are very good. And a fever, the reason people have fevers is because it's going to kill what's going on inside of you. The heat will kill it. So, something that you can, yarrow, like a yarrow type tea. I'm not that's the thing. Everyone reacts differently to different things.
Right.
So you need to kind of try things that might work for you and see. But yarrow is something that works. So yarrow type tea. It's just everyone is so different. And I know they use a lot of the herbs that you see, and herbs do work. And you might want to try, you know, different types and see. But yarrow, I know, is a one that will help break a fever. And it doesn't taste that good, but it does, you know, it does seem to work.
How did you learn to cut the wood for the cabin, the angle cut at the end of the log? I studied a lot of drawings, and I read some books from the library, and that it's called a saddle notch, and it comes in a couple different ways. Even if you get like the Lincoln logs, those are actually called a saddle notch too, but it's just a cup and a cup. So I just looked for something easy that I could do, and it's just, guys, it's very easy to do. I think sometimes we kind of overcomplicate things, right? So just, you know, that's how it worked, and it's working fine, and everything's fine.
I just was reading about a cloudy brine on the pickles. When it's a good ferment, it'll turn cloudy, and then as it goes on, it should get clear. So that's normal. That's good.
Do you stock your pond? Yeah, we stocked our pond right when we got here, so we have bass and bluegill in there, and I think there was some catfish in there already, but we don't eat those. But yeah, we pull food out of there. That's, you know, our whole thing was to be as self-sufficient as we could be. You make your own butter, milk, and butter.
Yes, I do. Anything I can make with it. Cream
Do you
cheese.
have fermenting videos? Yeah, we have a whole playlist of fermenting videos, and we even have a coupon for the Mason Tops fermenting kit in every one of those videos. So if you go to our homepage, look down, you'll see playlists, and you'll see a fermenting playlist, and we ferment tons of stuff already. Vaccinations, don't do them, don't believe in them, and don't recommend them.
But well, you guys got to do your research. There's so much stuff on vaccinations. Do your research on them and find out about all the thimerosal and mercury and all the toxic things, chemicals that they're putting in them. But do your research on them.
But we don't recommend them.
For both your animals and
we don't do them for
humans.
them either.
So do your research, and you guys make up your own decision.
They just asked about us.
I know.
just said about us. Somebody's asking about a shampoo video. We have a shampoo video. It's the hygiene video. So if you just go to our homepage, type that in the spyglass, and you will see the hygiene video will pop up when you type that in.
I'm going to say, I really like the bar shampoos.
You look so good tonight.
He's so funny. So I really like the bar shampoos that you can get. Stop it. We talked about I always forget. J.L. Leggett.
Yeah, Leggett.
Leggitt. It's a little bitty bar. It lasts, so many shampoos. I have a bar that'll last me forever and ever and ever and ever. And I really like it. It's good for all hair types. I got my aunt hooked on it and a bunch of friends, and I really like it. And then I use my apple cider vinegar rinse, half apple cider vinegar, half water over my head, and I put some like essential oils in it at the end, and it is the best. This has been my favorite so far because it's hard. I know a lot of people that when you do the baking soda have had a lot of problems with their hair feeling dry. I really like this bar shampoo a lot, and then I do the apple cider vinegar rinse, and that has been the best one for me consistently and for all hair types.
And I basically just use like the natural homemade soaps that we get. I just use that for shampoo. It doesn't bother me at all. And Kimberly, we did take you out of our will, so we'll go to add you back in. We appreciate your apologies.
Oh, and Jonathan, that's good, Jonathan. That's right. The truth about vaccines.
Right.
That's perfect.
That's a great video.
Right. That's definitely. Right. That's a great. Watch that. The truth about vaccines. Perfect. That was a great one. I watched that too. That was wonderful.
All right. Mashed sardines with hot sauce on crackers. I like it in my salad and stuff. I never was a hot sauce kind of guy. Do you store your ferments? Do you close the lid and ring on jars, then put it in the cabinet near the floor to keep cool? Yes.
Well, on a ferment, you generally, you want to keep it cool. So you want to put it like in your root cellar or down in the basement where it's really cool. If you want to keep it a long time, we can keep it in the icebox. So in our 100-year-old icebox, I just keep putting tons of them in there.
Doug, do the Amish ever try to recruit you and convert you? No, absolutely not. But we do have a good relationship with them, and we appreciate them. They appreciate us. and we always try to help them out, and they help us out. So we do have a good relationship, but we just have a lot of ideological differences, and we just leave it at that. Get to pulling my name for winning the sun oven. Oh no, we're gonna milk this to the end.
The sun oven is until the end.
The sun oven isn't even in this video. The sun oven is at the end of the month, the 31st of this month, and then we'll be telling you guys who won the sun oven. Any tips for fencing on a budget? Panels. It depends on what kind of space you have and what are you trying to keep out or keep in. So I don't know. What do I do with onion bulbs after I harvested seeds in year 2?
You mean you have the seeds?
Yeah.
Just put them in a.
You just save them in a bag, you know, and then put them out and pop them, you know, just like
Keep
you
them
would
in a
any
cool
seed.
place. Yeah, and then you plant them in the spring.
Joe Ferguson wants to take me out to breakfast someday.
Okay.
That was nice of him.
Someone's talking about gout.
Yeah,
okay, gout. You have extra uric acid, and that is a byproduct. Your body is trying to detoxify from something, from toxins or something in your body that you shouldn't be having, if it's from food or environment or whatever. Raw apple cider vinegar helps gout a lot, but you got to look at the root cause of what's going on. So detoxifying yourself, eating lots of leafy greens. I keep telling that over and over. Making sure, you know, drinking a warm glass of water with a lemon squeezed in the morning, first thing to help detoxify you. That would be a great step to start, you know, something like that. But, you know, look and see what's going on with your diet. And that's always a great place to start. But raw apple cider vinegar is something that you can start with some water and see if you can tolerate it and see if you like it and see if it works.
Good night, Jackie. Next time, show up with a full charged phone. Okay, there's Kip. He's our Missouri Homestead homie. And we keep our ferments in the back room. We're going to be putting in a root cellar, so stay tuned for that. I'm working on getting that organized.
I keep them in the Icebox.
Keep them in the Icebox.
What are you looking at?
Trent's watching us on a 65-inch.
Oh, how funny.
What's up, Galloways?
Hey,
Mama's
guys.
rocking that new Jeep. Boys are getting ready for all their sports. You guys had fun riding horses and hanging out in the country. You're going to love this life. Just do it. That's our friend, the Galloways. They've been longtime friends of us, personal friends, and they're watching and having a good time at home. Let's see. Dang, you guys are apparently the live encyclopedia. You know, what does this say? We're not new to this. We're true to this. I mean, a lot of people out there, they have a lot of good information, you guys. Just, you know, even with us, trust but verify. Listen to what we say, take notes,
But
and
you
then
know
do
what?
your homework.
For anybody,
Right.
anything you do when it comes to your health, for your farm, wherever you're doing anything, not everything works for everyone. Some people like broccoli. Some people don't like broccoli.
Right.
Sometimes it's going to bloat your belly.
You got to do what's right for you.
Then you got to try something else
Right.
that's in that family. So if you can't do broccoli, try Brussels sprouts. But those are good in detoxifying foods. Any cruciferous vegetable is very good in detoxifying, especially women in estrogen to help. And xenoestrogens for men too. You want to get those estrogens out because you don't want those fake ones in you from the plastics and things. So cruciferous vegetables are very, very helpful.
You remember Rick? He won the knife. We did the knife giveaway.
I do remember it.
He wants to know what's the best green bang for the buck as far as greens from the garden.
Oh, that's a
Like
hard
spinach or kale or
Well,
arugula.
That's the thing. You can't expect to eat one green over and over and again. Now, if you want to look at the Big Mac Daddy, when you talk about
Mac Daddy,
overall, like everything that it has with the most nutritional value, kale would probably be the best. But you don't want to just eat kale all the time. I mean, you need to have a diverse diet. You don't want to eat the same thing. You have to have a mixture. I mean, we weren't made to eat the same thing.
right?
So
You're not
you
made
need
to eat the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah.
So basically, we had a 3,000 square foot house. We made the decision to do this. We sold everything off: Craigslist, Goodwill, you know, yard sales, everything. We moved into a 1-bedroom apartment. I found the land. I came up here with the logs. I slept in a tent, and then I built the cabin, and then we moved in. Oh, and our dogs. We have an Airedale Terrier, which is, they're the best dogs. If you guys want a good farm dog all around and family dog, the Airedale Terrier is the bomb. And we also have a lab, which she's, you know, you guys are going to be missing her in videos soon because she's hanging in there, but she's old. And she's really done great. She's never had any medical problems, but she's just getting old. And getting close to the end of her duties here. Let's see here. Did you do it debt free? Yes, we sold our house. We had equity in our house. We sold our businesses. So we paid a cash for everything. We don't owe anybody a dime, and that's how we like to roll. What do your boys think of your lifestyle? They think we're crazy as a hoop, but they love what we do, and they think it's kind of cool. Do all your fermenting veggies taste sour?
It depends if you put red pepper flakes in them, and then it'll taste real spicy. So if you make a kimchi, like a Swiss chard or cabbage, it depends what you're going to put in it. If you put ginger in it, but they're not going to really be really salty.
Yeah, we use our sheep for meat, and we send them to the butcher, and we butcher them ourselves. It depends. So like we just did 6 of them, so I'm not going to do 6 of them in the heat of the summer. So I sent them to the butcher. He flash freezes them and does his thing there. If it's closer to winter and I'm only doing 1 or something, I have no problem doing it. All right, we're going to do the first giveaway right now. So we're going to give away the kitchen sink first. Oh, it's way back there. There's the kitchen sink right there, and we're going to give that away first.
The McCoy pottery.
We already picked the winners, and the first one is Fynyth, Fynyth,
Yeah.
won the kitchen sink.
Fynyth.
So I haven't seen them commenting here. We'll have to send them a message, and then they'll get back to us and to find out. So there's the first thing off the list of the giveaways, the kitchen sink.
Fynyth.
It's a Fynyth. And maybe I'll ask them what that
does that
means.
mean? Yeah.
All right. Let's see. How do you store jalapenos from the garden? Do you ferment them?
I just did that last night.
Yep.
All I do is I get my jar, and then I chop them up, and then I put them in a little bitty jar. Though they last a long time. I got jalapenos that have lasted over a year. And then I just put the brine solution over it, and then I put the pickle pipe on it, put the lid on it, and let it ferment for a week or so, and then I go ahead and cool it down and put it in the refrigerator. Very easy. Very, very easy, and they taste great. So if you like something spicy every once in a while, you can just kind of put them, if you make nachos or whatever you make, or you just want to put them in something, they're so good.
And Chad, good for you. You know, it might take you a little longer to get your homestead and your cabin and stuff like that, but when you do it and you're debt free, it's going to be so much nicer. Fynyth, your internet is just slower than mine. Okay, Fynyth.
You won the kitchen sink.
You won the kitchen sink. It means my nest.
My nest.
She has a YouTube channel. Yeah, Fynyth, congratulations. You won the kitchen sink.
Yay.
Let's see. Do you mix solids and liquids in the same composting toilet? Yes. Regular toilet paper from the store. Everything goes into the composting toilet, and it all gets composted. Those systems where you're separating out your urine and all that stuff, it's just not necessary. If you want to use urine for a high nitrogen fertilizer, then when you're doing that, just go in a separate bucket. You're not going to use that all the time. So just go in a separate bucket when you need it. Otherwise, everything goes into the bucket.
What makes you laugh the most on the farm?
My lovely wife. Oh, and I think the sheep. When we have the new baby sheep and they're like jumping and bucking and all that, I just really get a kick out of that.
Yeah, this morning, the new babies, they're out there eating grass and all that already that were just born, and they're running around with the other ones. They're so cute.
Let's see. What is your favorite type of dish? I see your nice pottery dishes. I see you use nice pottery dishes. Yeah, we have, we use
Ayers Pottery.
Ayers Pottery.
From Hannibal, Missouri.
We did a video about them. It's called America's Hometown. And we basically switched all of our pottery and plates and bowls over to stuff he makes. And we really like them. How do I convince my landlord on a compost toilet? Good luck with that. Have them watch our videos. I mean, I can't begin to tell you. Move. I have no idea.
Fix. I would look at the dog's food, the diet, the skin, food is big. Like my dogs are on raw food diet, and that really helps. Maybe look at changing their diet, or maybe you could cook. I mean, there's lots of really good homemade dog food recipes on the internet. You could look into that. But coconut oil, you can feed it to them internally. That helps. But look and see, what's going on. The other thing that causes allergies in dogs is vaccinations. In dogs, this is my opinion and from all my research. Yep. I always say, do your research. Even with humans, if they give them vaccinations, they'll do it one time. They give a little dog a vaccination every single year or every couple of years. it's just so much on their immune system, I think, and that's a major cause of allergies. So that's just my opinion and all the research I've done.
Oh, JJ says he can't wait for August 31st, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, because he might want to win the sun oven. Someone wants to talk about Manuka honey.
You guys are the hoot. Yeah, Manuka honey is the BOMB.
I put it on everything. Like
Everything.
With abscesses, on the horse we've had major injuries on all the animals. When you have cuts, big rips, tears, anything, I use it for lots of stuff. Bed sores, if you have bed sore.
It's just an all around great antibiotic.
Ulcerations that can't heal. It's really good stuff. And it's really good on horses.
I don't think we did a video on making butter, or we never made buttermilk. We didn't make butter.
No, I've
never done that video on butter. Let's see. Thanks for the kombucha vid. My 4th batch makes ginger yum. Oh, and Phi Ninth, if you're watching, make sure you PM us sometime, and we need to get a hold of you so we can ship off your kitchen sink. Do you have any problems with chiggers, and how do you get rid of them?
You need to make sure that your grass is cut. They like moisture. So, you know, on the outskirts where if you have higher grass and it gets damp a lot, that's where they're gonna be. So just make sure that is down and your grass is cut, or don't go out in the moisture as much on the high grasses, because that's where they like to hang out. But we haven't had chiggers in the 6 years I've been here.
I started working on the outdoor shower today. So that's going to be like phase 1. So I'll have the outdoor shower hopefully wrapped up, and you guys will see it functioning before I leave for Santa Rosa first week of September. But I ain't promising nothing. I worked at a vet office, and you are not wrong, Stacy. Vets just won't tell you to get a tiller pulled, and it will show an immune after 1 year.
Yeah.
Where do you guys buy your Manuka honey?
I usually get it. You can order it online.
Yeah, you can use our Amazon link.
I like the Weatherspoon. Is that in there?
Yeah.
WEADERSPOON, Weatherspoon. And you want the Manuka value of it to be, you know, above like a 12 or 16. You want an upper one. You don't want anything below a 10.
Yeah, we don't really forage for morel mushrooms, but people around here go crazy for them. It's just not our thing, but it is a big thing in our area. Do you shave your mustache to fit in or comfort? For comfort, because I don't like it all getting in my food when I'm eating. I had the mustache. I took it off before I got here and whatever. And it just, works better for me. And, I still shave a little bit, but I've saved tons of money on razors. All right, man, oh man, 756. All right, number 2 winner of the hat. This is the number. We're giving away 2 hats. One hat is for
Agnes and Dora by Shelley.
Agnes and Dora by Shelley. Is
get
Shelley watching? I don't know if I've seen her in here tonight. So Shelley wins a hat, and the second hat is going to Beaver Rick. So you guys, when you watch this video, we waited till the end to tell you, make sure you PM us. I'm going to try to find your comments in those videos and send you a message via your comment. But those 2 people won the hats.
Beaver Rick and Agnes and Dora by Shelley.
Yeah, and Shelley. Yeah. And so 3 down, 1 to go.
And somebody said,
2 to go. We have 2 more to go.
Yeah. Somebody asked about hair conditioner. I said, I do half apple cider vinegar, half water, and I put some essential oils in it.
And we do.
Now, rosemary, I put rosemary in it because rosemary is good if you're worried about ticks or anything and just kind of the smell. So I'll do rosemary sometimes. It just depends. Lavender. But that's the best conditioner.
Daphne, do you see the person right above you in the comments? Rain Country. She makes the Stacy's skirts for her.
Yes. So you can contact her. Right?
Yeah, she does a great job.
Look at her. She's got a great YouTube channel. If you guys are not subscribed to Heidi at Rain Country, you definitely need to go subscribe right now.
Wow, look at Hope trying to get in on our action here. She wants everybody to go subscribe to her. All right, go ahead over there if you guys want to and subscribe to old Hope. She tries to put up those videos. She's a good old girl.
Yeah, we love Hope too. Go subscribe to Hope.
She has her little channel down there in the South.
Yeah.
All right. She put a link for the skirts in one of their earlier videos. Let's see, natural flea and tick control for cats or dogs. We did a video about it. Just go to our main page.
And you know what? Dr. Bronner's is very good. They're very sensitive to essential oils. You have to be careful. They do have a Dr. Bronner's that is just like for babies. It's unscented. So I would do that.
Yeah, we know you love us, Hopi girl. We're gonna be seeing you pretty soon too.
Yay, I'm excited.
You better be nice because we're gonna see you in person. Oh my gosh. Yay, Haymakers Punch.
Yay,
I
we
love
I got some
Haymakers
right over
Punch.
here in the
I
cooler.
love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, let's see. Did you say old homes? I don't know what that is. All right, termites. Yeah, we don't really have them. Actually, in case you know, the white oak is like super termite not friendly. They really don't care for it. So we don't have any problems with termites with our log home. What do the numbers mean for Manuka honey?
It just makes it's more medicinal, I guess, or
Yeah, the
it's
higher
more powerful.
Yeah, the higher the number, the more antibiotical strength, basically.
Because Manuka honey is from a Manuka, it's from a like a shrub kind of plant tree thing, and it's from New Zealand, and it's similar to kind of the smell to the tea tree plant, and it is just they let it set once they harvest it. I think they keep it for a couple years because so it'll get more medicinal. I mean, I'm not a big Manuka expert, but generally I know they keep it after they harvest it. It has to sit for a couple years before they can.
All right, she says, I'm not crazy about the taste of kombucha. Is water kefir and ginger ale it's good for you? Those are good for you. And
water kefir is great.
We're about to rock your world with some videos coming up, guys. We are going to take you to a place of more
fermenting,
more drinks. We're gonna unleash the drink power on you guys. We just revisited something.
But if you don't like vinegar, you may not like.
Oh, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for those videos. We
and
try
if
to
you
bring
like
you
Haymakers Punch,
you're gonna
really
love this
love
stuff,
this.
and this is gonna be good. Put all your comments and questions in caps. All right. Good night, Doug and Stacy. Oh, Bob in Missouri.
Good night, Bob.
Good night, Bob.
Enjoy the weather.
Yeah, I know he is. He lives down the way, so he's good to go. Do you see more production using the Back to Eden garden compared to the regular garden setup? No, we don't. We're gonna like it, but we don't see any production right now. If you watched our video, it's not really doing so hot for us right now, but it will probably next year. I think it was too hot. Once we laid the mulch out, the pile was hot, and when I put it out,
now stuff is starting to kind of grow.
Right.
My beans are growing now. My cucumbers are growing over there.
Yeah, you can store your fermented veggies in the fridge as soon as you take the mason tops lid off. Put your flat on, put your ring on, put it in the fridge. Spoonful or two a day, good to go. How's your icebox working out? It's always good. And we also
well, you know what we did? Okay, we kind of did a little change this year.
Yeah.
So what I decided to do is we have one of those big white, how long would you say it is? Coolers, that you can buy at the store. How long is it?
Oh,
they're those really
it's like 3 feet.
Big long coolers.
Yeah.
So what we did was
from Costco.
Yeah, when it gets to be,
they said it had a 7-day hold the ice guarantee, and I said, well, I told the cashier, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. It was like $99, and I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get it, but I'm just telling you right now, if I don't get like at least 6 days out of it, I'm bringing it back. And we still have it. It actually works really good.
It does. It works out perfect because for like in the summertime, I'm not going to keep as much, and in the wintertime, I can store stuff outside if I need to, and then an icebox. So we decided to try this to see if it works, and I don't keep as much in the summertime.
It doesn't matter. That is a 100-year-old icebox, so it does hold the ice, but in the 100-degree weather, it doesn't hold it as long. We're getting like 2 to 3 days out of it, whereas this thing here, we're getting like 5 and 6 days out of it, and that makes a big difference when you're switching out 5-gallon buckets of ice.
Right. So no, it works out good.
And thank you, Kate, for watching, because that means a lot. Doug, can I feel your beard in Virginia? For $29.99, we're going to have a line, and I'm going to set up a booth. You remember those old Kiss Me booths? I'm going to set up a beard touching booth, and then, you can pay to play and get your touch on. In the winter, stored food in the cooler on my porch. Right. No doubt. We do that too. We eat stuff, we set it outside, and basically store it out, leftovers and stuff like that. All right. The next giveaway is the fencing pliers. You can see them right there in the package, brand new, just like I promised you. Went out and bought them with my own money, and it's Common Weakness is the winner of the fencing pliers.
Common Weakness. You want the fencing pliers.
Common Weakness. So we're going to get a hold of
Common Weakness.
Yeah, we're going to get a hold of Common Weakness in the comment section, or if you're here watching right now, make sure you PM us, or if you watch this on a replay tomorrow, because this video will actually be up tomorrow. And you won the fencing pliers. All right. Ugh, what did I miss? My phone died and I had to run to the truck and charge it. I missed the Icebox thing. That's what I was waiting for. Love your Icebox. Yeah, we were just talking about how.
Can you see it back there? Right back there.
We moved it out here now because all you guys had a big problem with it in our place where we
we didn't want it
have
there
our
anywhere. We were
composting
going to move
toilet.
it. Yeah, that was just
They
temporary.
act like we eat off of the composting toilet or something. We had a lot of comments about that, but yeah, we just moved it because it's just this is the place where
I'm
we are
going
the
to keep
most.
it out here all year round.
Right.
It'll be great all in the winter months, summer, spring, fall. So it's perfect out here.
Yep. YouTube on my computer just now sent a notification that you're live. Right on. Well, welcome to the show. Oh my goodness, it's so fun. I love it. All right, so the last thing we're giving away is the Humanure handbook by Jenkins? Joseph Jenkins. He is the knowledge man of composting.
Humanure man.
Now I am, but he led us there. But so Natasha Yearwood. Natasha Yearwood.
You won the Humanure handbook.
You won the Humanure handbook. And again, these are just things that we put together for you guys. We want to thank you guys for helping us get to 100,000 subscribers, for sharing our videos, for showing up for these live shows, and just being good peeps and good homestead homies. I mean,
what wood do you recommend for fence posts?
Oh, in our area, it's called Hedge or Ozark Orange, or you could use a locust if you have a locust. And cedar would be like, my last choice out of those. But yeah, so we have really good wood here. It's called Ozark Orange.
And it is tough. It's hard and strong.
Yeah, the raised beds are producing for our sweet potatoes, and that raised.
They're all over. I have to leap over them. I mean, they're crawling everywhere. It's like an octopus.
Yeah, I can't wait to unleash those bad boys. And our potato bin that we did, you guys saw that, the pallet, we talked about it earlier. I have a feeling that it's doing really good too. Robert, my wife has bad lungs and gets bronchitis and pneumonia. Any natural ways to alleviate this? And we're not doctors. We just give you some suggestions if we know anything about it. What do you say?
I would just try to change, make sure you're eating good whole foods, trying to stay away from processed foods, especially foods that have a lot of stabilizers and chemicals, things that you can't pronounce, food additives, dyes. Read your labels. Make sure all the food that you're eating is food, like if you're going to have sweet potatoes or if you're going to have, lettuces, arugula, carrots, lots of fruits and vegetables, things like this. I truly believe that food is your medicine and that if you eat the right foods, it will help you. Unfortunately, we are inundated with so much junk and chemicals that surround us, and then the stuff that they put in our foods. If it doesn't get moldy, it's not a live food. Just like if you go someplace and, like I don't want to tout on McDonald's, but, they can have the hamburger in the bun and it doesn't turn moldy or nothing happens to it. That's stuff for your body that it cannot, filter and function. So just by kind of cleansing the body, drinking warm glass of water with lemon in it in the morning, just doing and making sure you're getting plenty of fluids, like drink half your body weight in ounces every single day is so crucial. The body needs water. I mean, we're made mostly of water, and your cells need good, clean water, not tap water, but some purified type water to help detoxify you. And then you're eating those cruciferous vegetables, and that's going to help, because if your liver and kidneys are functioning good, that's going to help purify and help your body and make it easier for her to breathe and just make you feel better. Soak your feet in Epsom salts. I mean, just your diet is crucial, making sure that you're going to the bathroom every day. Number 2 bathroom. You want to try to have a bowel movement every day, because if you don't go to the bathroom, look at your diet. We did a video on pooping. It's basically, if you don't poop all the time, that stuff is backing up and getting into your bloodstream and causing you to be toxic. And all these contribute to this. So we want our bodies to be as clean and toxin-free as we can. And your diet is the best way to go. I go on for this on days, but look on the internet for anti-inflammatory diets, because that's the way, adding ginger to your diet and onions and garlic and cruciferous vegetables and leafy greens and all these things are so crucial to help your body with inflammation, because inflammation is the cause of, everything, every type of disease. So get your body not inflamed. Look at your diet. Look what's going on in your lifestyles. Are you getting out? Are you moving? You know, walking, you need movement every single day. You need sleep. You need all these things. It's not one thing that's going to make you
There's
better.
no magic pill.
It's all
contrary to popular belief.
Stress, all these things that contribute to things. But get your diet clean, anti-inflammatory diet.
All right, so never been a drinker, never drank a lot of beers, never. I'm just not that guy.
What was the question?
Then why I can't believe that I don't drink beer. We started YouTube because we wanted to share our story. We wanted to help people, and we get the emails. We get you guys showing up. Our main focus was sharing our story, and that if we can help one person lead a better life, that was our whole goal. Thanks again, you guys, for showing up to the live show. 600 people consistently. I can't believe it. I think that's our new live show record. We hope you guys enjoy the things that we're giving away. Don't forget the Sun Oven giveaway is the end of the month, so make sure you're commenting.
I like read Jonathan's. Yeah.
Jonathan said, because of you guys, my wife has gotten me to poop daily versus twice a week. There you go.
Well,
Jonathan.
good. I'm glad to hear that. Everyone needs to be pooping every day. We need a bumper sticker. Did you poop today?
Yeah, we do Bokashi composting. We have composting going all over the place.
I have a Bokashi bucket right over here.
Yep. So, but thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You guys are the reason why we post these videos. I mean, every single day we post them. We do take breaks here and there, off grid, no electricity, and we do it because of you guys. We're committed. As long as you guys are showing up and sharing the videos and telling your friends, and more people are showing up, we're going to keep putting up videos. So stay tuned for the shower build is going on right now. I'm going to get that going, and I'll get the sink plumbed in, show you where the gray water is going, which is no big deal. And then got to build something in here, and then we'll do the full reveal on everything. So stay tuned for that. Then I'll be doing the composting bin. And remember, guys, I'm a one-man show. I build all this stuff by myself. So sometimes it takes me a little minute, but I do get the job done. And you know, what I don't get done, I don't stress over. I just kind of keep going, and then I'll finish it in the spring or something. But thanks a lot for all you guys showing up.
And let's all soak our feet in Epsom salts tonight.
Yeah, everybody go get your
You'll sleep really good, and you'll maybe help your headache, and it's just great. We need that magnesium too.
Yeah, the root cellar video is going to be awesome. I really am trying to get that done in like August, September-ish.
He has too many things to get done.
I'm going to do a whole thing on the upstairs. You guys have seen the exposed fiberglass insulation. I've learned something. See, that's the other thing, right? Keep your ears open and your mouth shut, and you learn stuff. I learned something about our 12-12 pitch roof and how to minimize the heat collection upstairs. It gets very hot up there in the summertime. I'm going to be tearing that stuff all out and putting in something it's actually how it's supposed to be, and a few other little tricks. And then I'm going to be sharing that with you guys too, and that's going to alleviate a lot of heat in the upstairs. We got the hopefully the in-ground root cellar going on, and we're going to build an icebox inside of there. All this stuff is coming up, so just stay tuned. Don't leave us. And if you guys have suggestions for videos, always leave them in the comments. We love talking to you guys. So no, don't go. We have to, because then what happens is,
you see it's getting darker here. We don't have electricity.
Right. And people also want to watch these shows, and then they're like, man, I want to watch the live shows and stuff, but like I don't have enough data or enough satellite, you know, because some people operate off of that, and they're like, I can't do it. So yeah, if you guys are watching and you're like all connected, which is cool, you can just turn this on and like clean your house and listen to it like a podcast. And you know, so we have to keep them at about an hour. It's already like an hour and 12 minutes, almost 15 minutes. So
did you hear our ducks they're calling us?
Yeah. And so yeah, we got to put everybody up. The sun's going down, but don't forget, we're going to be in Santa Rosa, California the first week of September. We're going to be at after that is Pennsylvania.
Seven Springs in Pennsylvania, which is, I can't wait to go. It's supposed to be
beautiful
a big resort there.
And so all you have to do is go to the Mother Earth News Fair, hit their link for their fairs, and then every fair they have listed, we will be at. Then we're going to be at the Homesteaders of America conference in Virginia, October 14th.
Yeah.
And
Topeka,
then
Kansas.
Topeka, Kansas is the last thing that we do this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I have a couple other little collabs I'm working on, you guys, that should be really cool. And, you know, we just try to do it the best to bring you guys educational, entertainment, and, you know, share what we're doing. And hopefully you guys are digging it. And anything else?
That's it, I think.
That's it. So don't forget to check us out on.
You already said that earlier. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You took my job. You've been doing that a lot lately.
And also, you guys, if you want to support our channel, we don't do Patreon or ask for your money or anything. But if you use our Amazon link that's listed in every one of our videos, you can even bookmark it as a page. It doesn't cost you a dime, and it does help the homestead with a few cents for every purchase. So think about that if you want to. No big deal for us if you do or don't. We'd appreciate it. Other than that, we will see you guys on the next video.
See you guys.